Howdy, everybody. We are back to Fall 3 in 2024. It's gonna be a crap ton of these videos. But I'm adamant about seeing this one through to completion. Unlike some of the other videos. No, I mean, I got a good mix of videos that I do complete. Still need to finish that Space Marine hard playthrough. I started like 3 years ago. Anyways, don't do tips, tricks, guides, walkthroughs, speedruns, trophies, achievements. And we are accompanied today by Dogmeat and the Ferryman. Also, why am I moving so slow? Everything looks good here. Yep, Noodlebutt. Our captain, Noodlebutt, is outside. Gave him some pretzels earlier. Not a lot, mind you. Everything in moderation. But I want to say appreciate y'all for showing up, to my 43 subscribers especially, and maybe more. Who knows? The number's been going up kind of weirdly.
What do you need?
I don't know why. You guys are weird coming over here watching this stuff, but I do appreciate it. Whole goal of the channel, I just kind of hit record when I start playing a game because I want to put it up on the YouTubes. It's a way for me to haunt my family from the grave, maybe like Scooby-Doo style. I'm a big Scooby-Doo fan, and by that I mean the original Scooby-Doo, not. Well, Mystery Incorporated was pretty neat too. I didn't mind that spin, but mostly classic stuff I grew up with. And also to provide your own little apartment in Megaton equivalent for you to unwind. Feel like you're coming over to my place, plopping down on the couch, shutting your brain off, having a laugh at how bad I play games, rolling your eyes at probably 9/10 of the commentary I make, of what little bit there is, because I kind of get zoned into the game a lot. It is definitely a lot easier to conversate when you got when I'm doing the co-op stuff. So yeah, just sit back and relax and let the stresses of the day just fade away. That's true.
Very well.
I want to know why he keeps switching to that damn knife. If I could, I'd take his damn knife from him. Yeah, the ferryman. Was it Charon? Karen. This is one of my favorite albums by Iced Earth. Burnt Offerings. I don't think it's even one of their favorites, but I always appreciated it. Especially the Dante's Inferno song at the end. Why do I have like walk on? No, that is. Maybe it's weight based. Carrying too much, but I've carried a lot more weight than that with the items. And what happens if I give him the Talon combat armor?
Yes, what is it? Very well.
Does he change outfits? He does. Oh, that's kind of neat. I don't know if it's better than what he's got on. Guess we'll find out. But alright. Let's yeah. We received word from Reily in Underworld to rescue Riley's Rangers. What if I gave him a minigun? Would he use that? With no ammo?
Yes, what is it?
Or do you have to provide ammo?
Very
What I don't
well.
like about this stuff. Do I have a minigun? I have a minigun. I do not have a minigun. Crap ton of Chinese assault rifles. What am I doing with that? Oh my god. I just had a brilliant idea of making presidential action figures. like a whole line of them. What is that weird effect going on? Is that... Oh no, it's just part of the computer. Turret control. Dog meat, dude. Come on now. Yeah. Need to find out why he's moving so slow. Yeah.
Need some help with this one.
What one? You can dog me have it. You know what? No. Let's try and figure this out. We're gonna go to Megaton. I don't know why he's moving so goddamn slow.
Hey.
Leave me alone. I'm gonna drop some crap off. Lighten the load. So let's see something. Let's toss some stuff in here. Any leather belts, or what is the other thing? It was the brace, right? Brace. Fusion. I still have the fusion. No, belts. Medical braces. Okay. Also, didn't I... Railway rifle? That's why I'm not too into the crafting, especially in this one. Probably gonna just dump a bunch of these Chinese rifles in here. Yeah. Keep that one. Yeah. Keep that one. Yeah. Keep the shotgun. Yeah, probably. Yeah, toss that in there. I don't even know why I have it. Sniper rifle stays. Tri-beam laser. I'll keep it. Does okay damage. Can I give him better armor? Will he wear power armor? Alright, we're gonna do some testing here. First of all, let's see what happens if I give him like a minigun. That's a good gun to have, I think. Brotherhood. What? Brotherhood? See if I give him a gallon razor. Alright, where you at?
What do you need?
Let's trade.
Very well.
Doesn't look like it. Okay. I want to give him something too good. and test this out.
I don't like the look of this place.
Oh, it's fine. It's my home.
Very well.
Oh, he'll wear it, huh? Okay. Alright, so what do we want to give him? Let's give him some power around. I'm going to hold on to that because I want to wear that. That seems pretty good. Yeah, let's give him the outcast.
Yes, what is it? Very well.
Okay. I'm gonna try this. Alright. Move. Alright, what items? Yeah, that works. I don't really need equipment, you can say. Okay. And let's do this stuff, huh? Heal, restore, remove, just for, you know, consistency. Alright. Now we go back to here. Huh. Yeah, let's see here. I don't know, I don't think I move quicker. And make sure the recording was on. Now see, that is holding different items than the last save. Or the last time I did that. You know what though, let's actually do this.
You? Where? What's the matter, huh? Can't stand the sight of your own blood? That's over.
Why do you pull out this combat knife? Oh, pre-war book. I really don't need to collect those, do I? At this point, like, money is not really a concern. I mean, heck, I paid $2,000 for... Oh, yeah, that's right. It's okay. Listen, we don't have anything to worry about. Hunting rifle. Let's see if that repairs anything. Where's hunting rifle repair? Let's mess around with this again and see how it works. Where'd bro go with my power armor?
Maybe I'm just jumpy.
I think you are. I don't even know. Oh, you're over there, walking to the wall. And you're still using a combat knife?
Found you. Where? Keep them pinned. I'm glad that's over.
Can I give him
Yes,
a super
what is
sledge? Because I
Very
have one
well.
of those, right? Yeah, let's check. I do not. Sold it probably. Okay. I do not like the low ammo that I have of that, so let's just go back to... Okay, that does repair. Alright. That works for me. No, 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 no. Oh.
Some help with
That was my mistake. I was a dumb bum. Not saving. Save now. Was he T-posing? Okay, no, he wasn't. Yeah, I don't care about pre-war book. Oh, I was gonna look at the bobblehead thing, huh? Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll do it before I level up. Alright. This is going to be old, but we have some interesting co-op games lined up. You'll probably see them before you see this video, but we're going to do one called like Overcharged or something like that, where you kind of play as action figures, which is kind of neat. It's going to kind of relive the old days of when you take action figures and you just kind of mash them together. Run away! I'm still not skilled enough to do that. Okay. And then we got Pocky and Rocky and Ninja Saviors. Oh, hello.
What is it now, sir?
I am taking all of this. Bobby. Let's go. Yeah. Levitating dog trick, I guess. That is a gigantic first aid box.
Damn it. Me.
Yeah, I'm just reiterate disappointments. The metro tunnels. Lack of interesting perk options. And in the low level cap. What does this do? Looks like Butters was here. Looks like just fluff pieces. Yeah, let's see. Let us see, huh? Even though I really don't need to do this, and I could be skipping just all of this searching crap. Just that gamer instinct, you know? Alright, this is where I came out of, right? That's the double doors. No, this is a different one. So this should be... Yeah. Oh no, it's the same one, I just didn't get that. Yeah, thanks. I don't really need mines. Nope, don't care enough. He knew it wasn't worth going down there. Alright. Oh, maybe there's something interesting on this one. Probably not, but you never know, right? Must check. No, it's that same. Maintenance. Maybe we should check down maintenance. Door to dry sewer. I guess this is another way to go in. This is the one she recommended, huh? Well, we'll explore it. Oh, I'm tempted. Don't really need it though. Yeah, I think this is about the point in the game where I can just ignore the scrap metal. So we're not scrap metal. No scrap metal. Yeah, pretty good money. Worth picking up. It was in better condition, maybe.
Take him down.
Finger.
There you are. Where?
Big super sledge. Because I want to. Let's see if I can give it to him. I can't find the missile launcher. Can't sleep on that bed. I mean, you could. It's perfectly safe. Perfectly usable.
Over here.
Yeah, knew that was going. Good job.
Where? Flank him.
Do that. Let's do that. And laser rifle, huh? Let's do that because I want to. Items, aid, apparel. Probably don't even need to be down here. I'm sure you all are aware at how tired I am of going through these subways and metros, but if it pops me out somewhere, you know. I don't think it's worth it. I don't think I need to. Really, the shotguns work amazingly well. And for anything tougher than that, I got that power axe thing, which is, again, recommend doing the pit before doing point lookout. It will make that a whole lot easier than the way I did it. No one.
Look what we have here. Where? Be careful.
That was a thing that happened. I don't know if the power armor takes repair damage or something. No. It's a DuPont circle. Where's this pop us out at? Data. World map. We'll backtrack. Cleared out this way, so we're good. Yeah, this way. And then left. And then another left. And then we'll be right back on track. We're going to be tracking. This way. Yeah. So this is the way she recommended we come in at. But it looks like there's multiple ways to get in. End result's gonna be the same. I have no idea why these first aid boxes are so big. We found some first aid boxes that were small. Yeah, you found me.
Huh?
Alright, be right back 1 second, folks. Alright. Sorry about that, folks. Yeah, one of the worst things I've been realizing about this pancreatitis stuff is, it's like, oh, let's see what I can eat. And it's like, well, you know everything you used to enjoy eating? Yeah, well, you can't anymore. Oh. I used to be a big hot sauce connoisseur. Basically, if you could use it to strip wax off the floor. It's the type of stuff I used to indulge in. Oh, I remember one time. It was towards the end of my military career, my enlistment in the Marine Corps, and after 2 combat deployments, you kind of laugh off any kind of training they, you sons of, any kind of military training that they try to throw your way. You're like, look, dude, I lived it, kind of helped figure out and create the standards of what we do in this type of combat setting. You can jag off with it. And so they had me running people who couldn't handle being in the Marine Corps even for a week up to down to Balboa. And we stopped off at I refuse to call him a friend at this point, because of things he did. But I guess his parents' place, and they introduced me to this hot sauce. I forgot what it was called. It's not even the worst stuff I've taken over the years, but it was one of my introductory ones. Okay. Wait, their spit sets out? And I was sobbing. Or I was crying uncontrollably. My stomach lining felt like it was melting. And I was pooping out fireballs.
Look what we have here.
More or less.
That takes care of
Like
that.
liquid, fiery poop. And after that, I got addicted, apparently, causing suffering in my body via hot sauces. Eventually built up a tolerance, and then it came back around. It kind of like, what would you call it? Horseshoed. Kind of horseshoed back around. And now, of course, with the pancreatitis, it's like, yeah, you can't do any of that stuff anymore, man. It's like, oh. Yeah, Satan's Blood. That was one I remember I bought once. Took it with the nephews, and we were all, again, that same similar red-faced and tears. In the end, my suggestion is an old fogey now. I think I'm in that category. Don't do it, even if you're young. Find hot sauce to taste. Like Tabasco, I would always use different hot sauces based upon different meals. I'm sure this isn't new to anybody, but you know, a nice mild hot sauce. I would use Red Hot for like did I just? Oh, it did. I'd use Tabasco for things like ravioli. I would use things like Red Hot for cup of noodles. All that jazz. I remember Texas Pete being pretty good too. Oh, my stomach's already grumbling like, no, you ain't doing that stuff. Yeah. Not in a good grumble way. More like a, why do you torture me with those chips that you're not allowed to eat anymore? Alright, that's what I want to see. Can I give you this?
I don't like the
super
look
sludge
of
at
this
least?
place.
You don't like the look of any place.
Very well.
Can I say you're free instead of... don't know if he'll use it, but now he has it as an option over pulling out the knife. This is a knife. You call that a knife? That sounds almost like Irish. Sometimes my impressions are really off base. Alright. We've got to be getting to a point where... you have an upcoming BA appointment. Yes, I know. They spam text these messages now because it's automated. So I have multiple appointments on the same day, and they want me to confirm both. Sorry about this. It's just going to take a second. Which is good. Really. I've been heavily critical of the VA for many years. But my new doc and the past year or so, the VA's kind of started kicking it back up into gear. I've heard some places are better than others. I'll tell you, the place I'm at has not been good for a while. But they might be turning over a new leaf. Not that there aren't good people that worked there over the years. In fact, I used to know a crap ton of people that worked there. Especially a lot of people I used to work out with at the gym I used to work out at when I was a lot more healthy. When I was able to bench like almost 300. I was like 150 pounds. But they've long left or been transferred or moved because, you know, life. Life. The game of life. My best game of life was Iraq. Second tour. I was what I roll? I was like an artist that eventually became president. War games, man. War games in Iraq were serious business. Risk in more ways than one. I knew people who bet like 4 months worth of pay on one game of Risk. Alright, then I drop down. And of course, you had card games and stuff too that were popular. Oh, I used to play a lot of cards. 21, Texas Hold'em. So many different variations of poker. A lot of jazz. Joke's on you. Whoever it is. Where? They've done a job here. Dog meat.
Help me.
Oh,
That's it. That's it.
dummy. Dummy dog. Should be like a heal button. Even though I'm not really too much of one of those kinds of folks. Usually I let my animals run rampant. Little furry friends. I always had a proclivity towards like druids in D&D back in the day when I used to play that. I stopped playing that around 3rd edition. Started around 2nd. I took one glimpse at 4th and just walked away, and then 5th I had zero interest in after everything that went down 4th. Played a lot of Werewolf the Apocalypse. Which, when I get to that Earthblood, wait till there's some history and stuff behind that. I can't speak too much. Well, you know, I could speak up everything about that actually, because I'm not under NDA or anything for that. I was under NDA for something else, and a cease and desist. That's about as far as I'm going with that. It doesn't have anything to do with Werewolf the Apocalypse, so it's to do with something else when I was programming at that point in my life. Would have been some good games too, but no. Corporate greed. Isn't there an ammo box or something I'm supposed to be looking out for? Well, speak of the devil. Theo. Oh, heck yeah. What would happen if you didn't have her code, if you'd still access it? No, God, move! Frag. Well, grenades. Frag out means you're throwing them. Assholes. Ugh. Yeah.
Now flying hard.
Oh man, I remember making grenade stumps. Oh yeah, here we go. Here's a story. It was SOI. School of Infantry. It was at Camp Geiger. Early 2000s. I was at Camp Geiger SOI around the time that Washington DC sniper father and son duo, I think they were, in the back of a van that was going on. And we had to do, it was like a mock war thing. It was like a final practicum, what you learned, blah blah blah. And it was raining and it was cold because it was that North Carolina weather.
The end of that.
In during winter. My hands were so damn cold. Anyways, we had to, you know, do the fighting positions and
Look out.
put in grenade sumps and, you know, stuff. Honestly, when we were over in Iraq, we didn't really do. Like, most of the training we did and learned was not done. Because the whole Iraq war was a bit different, which was part of the reason there were a lot of complaints after the first deployment, because a lot of the combat doctrine was based off of like World War II fighting. Jeez, this just keeps going, man. I have to go back up. So after my first deployment, we ended up, me and a handful of others were tasked with creating a training program for units to come out to our base and get them prepared for things that they would do, like actually do while they're in Iraq, not this creating fighting positions, digging in sand, all that kind of stuff. Which we did do, to be fair, we did do that, but it was more during the initial push up into Iraq. This is not the way I came in at, so where does this lead to?
Keep firing.
I am getting lost because I am rambling. I remember... Here's another story. I bounced around a lot. Sorry about that. Just, we've said it before. I'll say it again. It's kind of hard to narrate and play. I guess I could just record footage and stop being lazy and then do, like, voiceover work. But I have a medical condition called laziness. I guess the ferryman didn't like that. Okay.
My dearest little moonbeam,
And then
I know you've been waiting to hear what happened to me. I'm sorry I left you like I did. An important deal came up. One that might have let us get away from the shack we were living in. I came to the Statesman Hotel to meet the buyer, and the deal went bad. We shot each other, and now I think I'm dying. I won't make it out of this place. The ruins are crawling with super mutants. All I can do is record this and then hide up in one of the rooms. You're a strong girl, and I know you can use everything I taught you to survive alone. Please forgive me, sweetie. I only wanted to make the best for us. Daddy loves you very much. Goodbye.
Alright, sorry about that. Yeah, that training program didn't last too long, though, from what I remember. And then, speaking of training programs, I think it was right before our second deployment. We went to some Air Force base, or it was a former Air Force base that they converted up to a, no, hold on, I'll be right back. Alright, there we go. Here we go, folks. Marge Simpson and every ghoul voice in the game. I don't remember ghouls, like Harold doesn't sound like that. I wonder what the design decision behind that was. Alright, so we went to an Air Force base. We had that system, forgot what it was called, where you put those little red things and you screw it at the end of your barrel so you can fire blanks, and it's tied to like a...
Where? What's the matter? Stand the sight of your own blood?
Alright, and it was tied to... you'd screw it at the end of your barrel, and it was connected to these like weird, stupid laser tag-like vests that you'd wear. And let's give this a try. So we went to the Air Force Base, and it was a mock. The entire thing was made up to be a mock Iraqi village. So as soon as you entered, you were supposed to pretend you were in a combat zone. And all that jazz. Oh, man. Why do you keep giving me all these multiple paths, and then I keep getting sidetracked? So I remember, when we were doing it, we were like, this is dumb. Because by that point, we'd already had a combat deployment under our belt. We did work with, who were one of the people, one of the groups. We had, I think it was some type of Australian Special Forces. We used to do like breach and clear type stuff. And oh,
Hold you!
Hey,
oh, you did pull out.
where? You like that?
I remember that being mostly uneventful and very boring. There was one night when we were doing some training where we were laying in bed, and they're like, alright, we're going to simulate a night attack, and you're going to have to react and everything. And we're like, okay, whatever. And this was all run by the Air Force, so of course we were smoking and joking about that. And I remember the attack, and by attack I use air quotes, happened. And Wyckoff, one of my brothers, woke me up. He's like, Rose, wake up. We're being attacked. I looked at him and I said, okay, but you gotta get up, you gotta go outside. And I said, well, the building was hit. I'm out of action. They got me. I'm dead, so I'm just gonna lay here and fall back to sleep. So many people got pissed because of that. Anyways, we kept doing this training, and it wasn't good. Like, not to say that the program we created out of our base was much better. It really wasn't. There's some of it was, like the helicopter security and jumping out of the trucks and everything. What was it, 5 tons, 10 tons? I forget, 8 tons, I think. But there was actually some value. This, I get what they were trying to do, but the Air Force just fumbled the ball with it. I don't even know if they still did it, but by the end of all that training at that Air Force facility, they said, yeah, we're not doing that. They said that we were not ever to be invited back because of the jokesters that we were. You know, that's just how Marines are. That's how the good Marines are. If you're not rubbing someone the wrong way, if you're not getting into a little bit of trouble, what the hell are you doing being a Marine? You know, getting in JP ain't gonna hurt nothing. Like I said, some of the best people I worked with were some of the most horrible people that I'd never want to associate with in real life. And by real, I mean civilian life, not real life, as if it's a virtual world or something. Really, some of the best Marines. Some of the worst Marines I ever worked with were those butt sniffer types. And you know them. I know a lot of Marines know those types of folks. Then again, I take whatever I say with a grain of salt, because I was told countless times that I was the most belligerent Marine they ever worked with. And I said, thank you. If you don't question, if you don't rock the boat, then you're doing yourself and the battle brothers of this sort. No, don't run. Come back. Why are you running? That was weird. I will take that. Yeah. I will take that. Does that use the same ammo? Yeah, let's just do that. Just UC pack MF, okay. Yeah. I mean, one of the most common questions I always get from people, because I'm pretty open, dude. I'm sure by now, if you've watched any of my videos or listened to me talk for any length of time, I don't mind answering questions or talking about, well, anything. Life is short. I don't have time to kind of dick around. I don't have time to put on airs or anything of that nature. Is, do I miss the Marine Corps? And to that, I tell folks I do not miss the military lifestyle, because a lot of it is just people playing like pretend civilian life, abusing power, just being garbage, jerks, selfish, career focused rather than mission, or even looking out for their fellow Marines. Like crabs in a bucket kind of stuff, you know? That always irked me. I hated that stuff. I had a first sergeant. Did not like the man. Still do not. I'm sure if we met each other somewhere randomly, we'd probably just immediately lock eyes and just throw down. Have zero respect for the man. Did then, still do. But he was a career Marine. Played the game, just jumping through the hoops. Not a fan of those people. Now, what I do miss is doing my job. Marine infantry. Being actually in the thick of it. I don't miss running around in the desert of California going pew pew. That's it. No, there's a way down there too. Playing pretend, essentially. I mean, that might work for newer guys, but once you get a combat tour under your belt, you really need to shift the program. On top of that, the Marine Corps, something I always had gripes with was they are not, their training just isn't efficient. You waste a lot of time when, especially if you're combat Marines, you should do cross training once you get deployed to your unit. After you go to your school,
Hey,
SOI.
had enough?
You
You to mess with me.
After you do your SOI, you get your MOS and all that. Why is there so many paths? I'm gonna have to look at a map and backtrack. After SOI, you make it to your unit. I think you should do training for your MOS specifically, but you should also start doing more cross training into other. Oh, he just lives here. I feel like a dumb bum. So you have your machine gunners cross train for mortars. There's no reason you shouldn't let them start learning every facet of combat MOS. Assaultmen cross trains to riflemen, riflemen into mortars or machine gunners, so on and so forth. That's what they should do. They don't do that. Why? I don't know. I just think it's a good idea because there's a lot. Like when I did my deployments, I probably did every other combat job, from going on the stacks, acting like a rifleman, being a radioman, working with special forces of all stripes, being behind a machine gun, you name it. I probably did more of that than I did my actual MOS. That's to the roof. There's got to be other ways too. That's where it wants me to go, but I gotta clear all this out for my own. But that makes sense, right? You'd think that's what you do. Now there is some cross training. Don't get me wrong. There's fine. Let me repair it. Okay, we're here. Now it's time to pull up the map. And I'm trying to remember the way I took. I think this is backtracking the way I took. There is some. Usually for combat Marines, it's a lot of radio. And I'm going to be a bleeding heart here for radio Marines. Look, it doesn't matter how many times you train infantry in how to operate a radio. In the end, we're not going to retain it 9 times out of 10. No matter how many times you tell us how we need to set up the radio and everything. Or do radio checks and radio maintenance. It's got to be this way. I feel like this is backtrack. You got to figure out a better method. Or, like I said, with the training, you need to really let them cross-train within the combat specialties. Maybe this isn't the right way. Maybe it is. Or I'm just going in a loop. I just went a loop, didn't I? I did. Okay, so we'll try this again. Because I'm adamant about exploring every nook and cranny I can. For your sake. I want to try to make these videos as accurate as possible to how I normally play. I don't want to, and I don't have the talent of some people to really do the editing, and the chopping, and whatnot. I actually had a individual I'm familiar with ask, why don't you make 15-minute videos? Why don't you chop them up,
This place is not safe.
edit them, and this and that, blah, blah, blah. And I said, well, one, because I'm very lazy. And two, if I did that and tried to make 15-minute videos out of all my videos, you know what would happen? I'd have like 3,000 videos by now. Not necessarily that much, but you know, I'd embellish a bit. But, and do you really want to have to sift through like part 3,000 of my Fallout 3 playthrough in 2024? So I sure as heck don't. Okay, this looks familiar more. This looks more familiar. English is hard. God dang, I'll be right back, folks. This is a problem with being old. Oh. Was it Naga? I think her name was from Slayers. I like Slayers. It's an old person anime. I could have sworn there was like a door I walked by, and I was like, I'll go and do it. Maybe that was at the Statesman Hotel restaurant door. No, because that would have been like a floor or two up. Alright. It'll have to be lost to time. So we'll just keep moving on. Yeah. So yeah, we just wasted time. Also, all these games I play, I hope they help you figure out if it's something you'd like to do, or something you'd like to play, or pick up, check out. For the most part, I try to only play games that are interesting to some extent. I mean, generally, you know, newer games, take it or leave it, kind of thing. I don't really like to hop on the bandwagon and stuff. Oh, be quiet there, tummy.
Be cautious.
Really? Be cautious. That's what you gotta say. Super mutants. Well, you guys did a pretty good job for yourselves. You need any help?
Hey, you! Get your ass over here before you attract every super mutant in the building.
Oh, trust me, if I did, it wouldn't matter. I mean, it'd probably matter more for you than us, but... Items, weapons. Let's, kind of curious.
Yes, what is it?
Laser.
Very well.
I don't know if you do better with it, but... Yeah, it looks like it doesn't suffer. His agility is low, but...
Very well.
Stimpaks. He's got more than enough stimpaks.
The name's Butcher. I'm the team medic. It's good to see a friendly face. Okay, now, who the heck are you, and when are reinforcements coming? Hang on there. First, I need to know if Reily is okay. I assume she made it somewhere if you're here. That's a relief. I told her she was nuts when she decided to try to sneak out of here. Guess I was wrong. Now, let's talk about getting out of here.
That sounds like an
I would have
adult
proposed
swim
going
voice.
back the way you came,
You know what
but
I'm saying?
apparently it's impossible now.
Almost like a space
So,
ghost.
the express elevator is our only solution. Well, I can think of a faster way, but I doubt you'd survive the fall.
Oh, you would?
You're right. What we need is something to power the elevator motor up here and get the thing going. On the way up here, I'm pretty certain we passed a maintenance room.
Oh, no.
Inside was a wrecked Protectron. If you can get me its fission battery, I can have Donovan jury-rig the elevator. Maybe you can, but we'd still need the fission battery. All right. If any of us goes down, don't stop. Get the hell out of here and make for our HQ, Ranger Compound.
Actually, let's do this. I think I know what he's talking about. That's what this Protectron over here was about, right? Let me grab that first. Yep. Loco is acting crazy. Oh, so that's a mission. Oh, stop grumbling. I remember that Gallon laser works pretty good. Let's do that. Let's make another save here. That seems good. There's really nothing on any of these guys, is there? Doesn't look like there's anything in there, so.
Be careful.
Oh, you be careful. Hunting rifle only.
Hey, you! Get your ass over...
Watch it. Will you?
$1 million question.
I don't like the look of this place.
Let's see if I give him that.
Very well.
Where you at? Where you at? That one.
The name's Butcher. Hang on. That... Fantastic. Get as soon as he gets. Remember, our rally point.
Can I talk to him?
Hey there. All I can tell you is this place sucks.
Because I don't want
would
to fix
never
it
have
myself.
snap another inch of it.
I don't want him to fix it because I'm.
Thanks. I was starting to feel a little naked without it. By the seat of our pants, we are out of everything. Ammo,
Wasteland's
food,
best repair.
and time. I have no idea how we made it this long, but damn, I am glad you got up here.
That's a Fallout they should do, where you're just a random NPC person. You can be like a shopkeeper. You can be.
Sorry, we...
Brick's the name, and I call this
Where you're not
fine-looking
the
room
main
sweeper
character?
Eugene. We've had a lot of fun together mowing down
Eugene.
super mutants, but I think it's time we get off this roof. The other guys hate mapping this zone, but hey, I love it.
Red Mist?
I
Seen
love
that
turning the
before, Blue
muties
Mist.
into a fine red mist with my gun. Oh, hell yeah! Skill, baby.
Yeah.
Oh,
Does he want ammo? Butcher?
Back so soon? There's something about this area. I can't put my finger on it. If I had the time and resource... Oh, that makes me feel a whole lot... We're mercs, but instead of hunt and destroy, we mapped the room. There were fun.
Yeah, Theo.
I'd say it was a whole lot of luck. Being able to fend off the last wave of them made... It's only a matter of time before...
Stay frosty. Yeah. I still don't know if you guys, you folks, dudes, gals, dudettes, whatever, prefer listening to their dialogue, or if you just want me to skip it.
This place is not safe.
So you're the reinforcements, huh? Great. So you're the reinforcements.
Why are you shooting me? Don't go running. I want
hey,
to.
all right. Me and Eugene are glad to see you. Did you see me? Nothing good old... You bet your ass I did. Me and Eugene? Anyway, you look me up if you ever want to get into a...
No, don't run. I want to talk to you. I guess I'll talk to them whenever they get to where they're going.
Cut it out.
Who? Who's talking here now? What does this door do? What does this door done do? Drops down. Oh, this drops down here. That's good to know. Empty. Stim pack and right away is always appreciated. This should just loop me back down to this open area, right? Yeah. This is where we came up into right now. This isn't. Alright. Oh, hush up, stomach. They don't want to hear your commentary. They all come here to listen to mine. Yeah. That ain't true, but still, I'll take that. And that. I really want to keep punching through the wasteland, but I need to use better melee weapons. Or unarmed. Butcher.
Again, I'm not sure how to thank you. I'm going to head back to Ranger Compound to see if Riley's back yet. Look me up anytime you're in the neighborhood. If I can ever be of medical assistance or you need some supplies or repairs, let me or Donovan know.
Okay.
Hey, it's been good knowing you. Hope to see you at the Ranger Compound.
What we got? Probably nothing. Nothing worth nothing. Do I have a minigun? I do. We got one. Bog pen, stim packs. I think I've cleared out everything for the most part. Yeah, that was caved in. I didn't get that guy. What you got that I want? Ammo. Always take ammo. Anything without weight. Okay. Well, we saved Riley's Rangers. But now there's other places here I need to check out. And what do we got mission-wise? Quests. Really? Metro station. Joy. Let me guess, this is someplace I have not been. So guess what we're gonna do? More of the metro. I know there's a map, but I'm impatient. By the time it takes me to figure out the map and everything, I mean, I'll be too... disgruntled.
Now try and hide!
Where?
There you are!
That's it.
Can you shoot these? Yes. Oh, okay. Oh, nope. That didn't work. That worked though. Railway spikes. My scrap metal days are over.
Can't stand the sight of your own blood?
I will be happy when we are done going through all this. Huh. Floating cinder block. Not the weirdest thing I've seen in the wasteland, but hey.
Firing.
Like dog meat go. Got caught on something, I'm guessing.
I've got your back.
At least you do. Come Nice try, bud. Clickety clack. Keyboard and mouse. What is this at? We've discovered Tacoma Park. Okay, dog meat is now with us. Bank. Okay, what is this place? Somewhere. That's it, really? There's like nothing in here. Huh.
Hey. Where? Teach you to mess with me.
Oh, screw you. I get away from this.
Yes, what is it? Very well.
He's good. How about you? You good? At least we're outside. Alright, that doesn't look like anything. Curiouser and curiouser. Where is this spinning me out at, huh? Oh, this looks like a thing. Franken beans, Franken beans.
Here! Or here! Stop hiding! I knew it! Oh, I'm gonna
Alright, level 29, huh? Explosives, medicine. Yeah, let's just do that. We'll do that. Okay. This is definitely not an optimal playthrough for min and max and that kind of stuff. I'm very unfamiliar, or not near as familiar with Fallout 3 than I am New Vegas.
Can't stand the sight of your own blood?
No, not particularly. Well, in congressional style, might as well. He ain't gonna hurt nothing at this point. Railway spikes, always appreciated. Where is it? There it is.
Hey. Where? There's more where that came from. Keep it
Impact boy.
I don't like the look of this place.
You don't like the look of any place.
Very well.
Where's the grenades at? There you go. That's probably the door that leads out. Well, I appreciate that this is pretty straightforward. I'm gonna check that area downstairs and then I'll go through the top part. So I don't think there's anything else here, is there? Doesn't look like it. Looks like we need a Braxo. That's it. A sniper rifle. Maybe I need to repair it. Wouldn't hurt. Okay, Tacoma Park, huh? Whole lot of nothing. Oh, really?
found you. Where? What's the matter, huh? Can't stand the sight of your own blood? I don't like the look of this place.
Oh my god. I'm sorry. His head is huge.
Huh?
What was that? There's a biggie. Good old boy. Well, let's we're going big, huh? That was it, huh? That was a bit anticlimactic. Big guns increased. Dum 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 dum. That's it. Just a book. I don't really need it at this point, do I? Now let's go see what his body drops. So yeah. I mean, he drops a bunch of ammo and crap, so it was good. Okay, so yeah, I think that clears up this area for the most part. So let's go to, first let's go to Megaton. Second,
What do you need?
I'm gonna give you grenades,
Very well.
so I don't have to carry them. Oh yeah, there's the chick from second, I want to see this. Can I take these off? No.
I hope things are going well with you today,
Yeah,
sir.
they're going fine with me. Well, shotgun, we'll drop that. Vision battery, definitely drop that. I don't need that. Gatling right there. Hunting rifle. What's taking up most of my? Oh. heal, restore, move. Complete compound. Make a new compound. So why not?
How may I serve you,
You
Mom?
can't. Okay. Where is that, weapons? Chinese assault rifle. Let's do that. Let's go with the sling. Gob, right? That was his name, Gob.
Oh, hi.
Looking's free. Everything else
Hey, man. What's going?
will cost you.
Oh, man. I'm glad. I couldn't tell you, Reily. I'm sort of stuck here. Colin says that I can't leave. If you ever get to Underworld,
Call him.
Hey,
Nice.
Colin.
You're
Hey,
still
friend.
standing here, and I can't think why. You know where your father. No.
No. Is there any way I can free?
Is everyone
Gob?
from the vault as kind as you?
Well, let's mess around and see. I lost karma, but I don't care. Okay, so that does absolutely nothing. That irks me.
What is it, hun?
Museum of History.
What's up, tourist?
Where would we go? Let's see if Riley's still in there. If she's not, then I think I have to go to... Where was it? The Ranger compound.
what's the word?
Bird. Oh no, I started it over again.
Hey there.
Alright, she's not here.
Yes, what is it now?
Oof.
Hello.
Patchwork.
Huh? Ah! Jesus Christ! You're new here. Yeah. Who, me? Doc Barrows says that he... You sure? So... Won't never... Deal. All I... Why you want... Oh, yeah, the generators. 9th... Oh...
Alright.
Yeah. The back room renter? Oh, I've been let. Well, he does keep talking. He says as soon as I think it.
Alright. I have honestly probably no reason to come back here now, right? Okay, how do we get to the ranger compound?
Where? There's more where that came
Is there more?
from. Where? There's more where that came from. Aha, there you are. There's more where
Okay. All right. Are we in the clear now? Still need you to, was it G and R? What is this place? Where even is this in the world map?
Hey. Where?
Alright. That was a bit of a mess, but hey, I'll take it. Let's do that. Let's do apparently. Gatling laser. Oh, this is sewage spray. Okay. Looks like it's all locked in. Capitol building. I'll have to heal up. I think dog meat when he runs into me. Because he's gonna run into me. Ranger compound. We'll go clear out all this area and then we'll check this Capitol building. I'm just wanting to get a rough idea of what I'm dealing with here. this whole little area. Again, I'm probably jumping ahead way too much, but...
That's it. You like that? Over here. Where? Better him than me.
Finger microfusion. Oh, dog meat. Probably need heal. No? He's a champ. Finger. Finger symbol. Okay.
You don't know, you can't know. You wish you knew, you wish, but only I know. Only me, only me, only me.
That is somebody. That's them. Okay. Loot these bags because they got good stuff.
The sun, it burns. Why does it burn? Why have we put the sun into a jar? What did we do with that jar?
This
We
is a
broke it
thing.
all over our little world. Trees! So many trees! To the north! But be careful, the trees are deadly, and the trees too will be consumed in the belly of the great fat worm!
I guess what that is. That's another metro. My favorite.
That's it. That's it.
Go down. Razzle frazzle. Drop. Please let this be a place I've already scoured. Thank God.
We have here. Where?
More or less been in this area, so I'm not too hung up on things. Because it all starts looking the same at this point. But again, my natural inclination to explore every nook and cranny. don't care about the bathrooms. A bottle cap, a single bottle cap. Maybe that leads somewhere. I'm not curious. Tired of the metros. We'll make it to the ranger compound, and then yeah, I think that'll be it for this recording. We're making headway, slowly but surely. I'm guessing weight is impacting speed. Otherwise, I should be moving a lot quicker. Does help to have some buddies traveling with you. Okay.
Trees! So many trees! To the north! But be careful.
Make him shut up, please. Just make him shut up. No. No way. He'll set the bombs off if I go anywhere near him. I'd give anything if he'd just... He's been up there for days. He's got all of those mines wired to a trigger. If I try to leave, he'll set them off.
Okay. Oh wow. Is this a thing? Then I gotta... I don't want to give a fishing bag to Don. Alright. Well. Hey.
It's so quiet.
I have no idea what happened there. But we'll find out. Where is he?
Yes?
Well, that guy's done talking about trees, I guess. I have zero idea what that was about, what was going on. But, glad it got resolved. No, I'm not giving that guy a fission battery. eerily quiet. That's the great thing about these games. Honestly, though, as much as I've complained about stuff, you will approach it in a different manner than I would. So you can always pick up the game.
So you're the reinforcement. You sure know your shit.
Yes, what is it?
I don't want to talk to you.
Goodbye. If you're ever in the neighborhood and need some help, just listen for you. You look like you've been through hell. You're a cocky little thing, aren't you?
Yep.
I like that. Well, as much as I want to hear all about it, can you tell me a full debrief on what happened out there with my men? I'm very impressed at your skill. I don't think I've come across someone quite like you in the ruins. I suppose I owe you a debt, and I intend to pay it in kind. I'm sure you're more interested in your reward than listening to me talk, so let me get right to it. Losing a bit of the Merc edge, eh? Don't get soft on me now. Well, I've said it once, but I'll say it again. So, for your reward, what'll it be? The Ranger bat... Sorry. You got it. Use it well. Consider this place your home away from home. I guess that does... I don't know. I'm not sure I'm cut out for this kind of job anymore. I almost got everyone killed in Vernon Square. What kind of a... Yeah, but I led the guys right into a... I'm not so... He wasn't careless. I was... I just hope I can get back to mapping the ruins soon. You'd risk your neck for me like... Well, okay. I hadn't expected... For every map marker you uncover in the Capital Waste,
really?
all you have to do is find them. Come back... Here, take this geomapper. It will offload all the map data. Eugene. Hey there. Got anything good for? Well, I've been feeling... I think we'll head out into the ruins and do... You need to actually collect... We already have... Let me give you a word of advice. They have no morals, no... They've been pretty active lately around the old... Yeah, we've crossed paths. Brick almost turned it into a damn bloodbath. They...
Nice to
Hey there. Got anything good?
see you again. You made it. Great. Things seem better now. Riley's game... I don't know what...
Hey, take a gun.
Well, all right, you're back. Now that you're part of the... We've been vaporized...
Alright, is there stuff I can take? There is.
My place is yours. Kick your feet up and relax. Me and Eugene missed you.
Power fist. Alright. I don't know what else there is in here. Hey guy who didn't fix the elevator. It was me.
Uh-oh. Oh, wow. Well, now...
No, have a file on yourself, huh? You don't have a file on me? I feel slighted. This is the newest and best member of Riley's Rangers. Don't I get a file? Bunch of useless stuff. Okay. Alright, folks. I'm gonna call it here, and I'm gonna make sure from here we go scout out. What was it? That's nearby. That building there, right? We'll set it up for next time. Yeah, the Capitol building. Check that out. Well, you know what? You gotta deal with whatever that is.
Had enough?
Will you stop? Asshole, man. Alright, folks. I'm gonna call it. Appreciate y'all showing up. Whether it's for 10 seconds, a whole video, or if you're a subscriber. Comment or you don't, like or dislike. It's all the same to me. I do appreciate it. Hope you got some kind of enjoyment from it this time around. I rambled a bit all over the place, but yeah, that's what happens. That's how it goes. Especially the older you get. When you're an old man like me. Alright, everyone. You have a good morning. A good afternoon. Or a good night. And a good night. Take it easy.